20 Hollywood celebrities who married terrible people. Hollywood is known for its glitz, glamour, and high-profile romances, but not every love story has a happy ending. Many A-list celebrities have found themselves entangled in disastrous marriages, some marked by betrayal, manipulation, and even abuse. These relationships serve as cautionary tales, proving that fame and fortune cannot shield anyone from heartache. Here are some of the most infamous cases of Hollywood stars who married the wrong person. 1. Sandra Bullock and Jesse James. Sandra Bullock, America's sweetheart, seemed to have found her happy ending with motorcycle mogul Jesse James. The couple married in 2005, and Bullock openly supported James and his business ventures, even helping to raise his children from previous relationships. However, just days after her emotional Oscar win in 2010 for The Blind Side, devastating news broke. Multiple women came forward claiming to have had affairs with James throughout their marriage. The betrayal was humiliating, and despite initially staying silent, Bullock filed for divorce shortly after. She later adopted children as a single mother and focused on her career, proving her resilience in the face of heartbreak. Meanwhile, James publicly admitted to his infidelity and struggled to rebuild his reputation, hopping from one controversial relationship to another. 2. Britney Spears and Kevin Federline. Pop sensation Britney Spears fell head over heels for backup dancer Kevin Federline, and their whirlwind romance led to marriage in 2004. The relationship raised eyebrows, especially since Federline had left his pregnant ex-girlfriend, actress Char Jackson, to be with Spears. Their marriage was heavily documented in the reality show Britney and Kevin. Chaotic, but their love story quickly unraveled. Federline gained a reputation as an opportunist, leveraging his connection to Spears for fame and fortune. After their 2006 divorce, he fought for and won full custody of their 2 sons, while Spears spiraled into a widely publicized mental health crisis, resulting in a conservatorship that lasted for over a decade. Despite their rocky past, Federline continues to benefit financially from Spears, receiving significant child support payments, while Spears has worked tirelessly to regain control of her life. 3. Jennifer Lopez and Ojani Noa. Before she became a multi-married global superstar, Jennifer Lopez's first husband was Ojani Noa, a Cuban waiter-turned-aspiring actor. They tied the knot in 1997, but their marriage lasted only 11 months. The fallout was anything but amicable. Noa repeatedly attempted to profit from their brief union. He tried to release a tell-all book filled with intimate details about their marriage and later attempted to distribute private footage of Lopez, claiming it was part of a documentary. Lopez was forced to take legal action multiple times to block these exploitative attempts, successfully securing restraining orders against Noa. Despite the legal battles, Lopez went on to dominate the entertainment industry, while Noa faded into obscurity, known mostly for his attempts to cash in on their past. 4. Kim Kardashian and Kris Humphries. Reality TV royalty Kim Kardashian and NBA player Kris Humphries seem to have a fairy tale romance, culminating in a lavish made-for-TV wedding in 2011 that reportedly cost $10 million. The ceremony was broadcast on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, attracting millions of viewers. However, the marriage infamously lasted only 72 days before Kardashian filed for divorce. Rumors swirled that the marriage was merely a publicity stunt, with Humphries accusing Kardashian of using him for ratings, while she claimed she had rushed into the commitment without realizing their incompatibility. Their divorce battle dragged on for nearly 2 years, with Humphries initially refusing to sign the papers, seeking an annulment instead, citing fraud. Ultimately, Kardashian moved on, later marrying Kanye West, while Humphries retired from basketball and largely disappeared from the spotlight, forever remembered for one of Hollywood's shortest-lived celebrity marriages. 5. Reese Witherspoon and Ryan Phillippe. At first glance, Reese Witherspoon and Ryan Phillippe seemed like Hollywood's golden couple. They met at Reese's 21st birthday party in 1997 and quickly became inseparable, getting engaged a year later. Their romance blossomed further when they starred together in Cruel Intentions, 1999, making them a fan-favorite couple. In 1999, they tied the knot, and soon after they welcomed 2 children, Ava and Deacon. However, behind the glamorous red carpets and picture-perfect family moments, their marriage was unraveling. Reese and Ryan were young when they married, just 23 and 25, which Witherspoon later admitted played a role in their struggles. By 2006, rumors swirled about Phillippe's alleged infidelity, particularly with his stop-loss co-star Abbie Cornish. Though he denied it at the time, their marriage had already suffered immense strain. In 2007, Witherspoon filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Years later, Witherspoon reflected on the challenges of marrying young, stating, "I wouldn't change anything. I've learned so much about myself." She moved on to build an even bigger Hollywood empire, winning an Oscar, launching her own production company, and finding love again with Jim Toth. Meanwhile, Phillippe's career stalled, and he never quite regained the A-list status he once had. 6. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. What began as a passionate Hollywood romance quickly spiraled into one of the most toxic and publicly scrutinized relationships of all time. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard met on the set of The Rum Diary, 2011, and began dating shortly after Depp's split from longtime partner Vanessa Paradis. In 2015, the couple married in an intimate ceremony, but just 15 months later, their relationship exploded into a bitter legal war. Heard filed for divorce in 2016, alleging domestic violence, and obtained a restraining order against Depp. The media frenzy that followed painted Depp as an abuser, but he vehemently denied the accusations. As their divorce battle raged on, shocking details emerged: secret recordings, violent altercations, and claims of mutual abuse. In 2018, Heard wrote an op-ed for The Washington Post about being a victim of domestic violence, which led Depp to file a $50 million defamation lawsuit. The 2022 trial between Depp and Heard became one of the most talked-about celebrity court cases in history. Televised worldwide, it revealed ugly details of their marriage. Heard accused Depp of physical abuse, while Depp countered with allegations that Heard had physically assaulted him and even fabricated evidence. The jury ultimately ruled in Depp's favor, awarding him $10 million in damages. 7. Ellen Nordegren and Tiger Woods. Ellen Nordegren thought she had found her fairy tale when she married golf legend Tiger Woods in 2004. A Swedish model and former nanny, she was known for her poise and grace, qualities that seemed to perfectly balance Tiger's global superstardom. For years, they appeared to be the perfect couple, raising 2 children in their lavish Florida home. But in 2009, everything came crashing down when the world learned that Woods had been living a double life. The scandal erupted after a bizarre car crash outside their home, which led to reports of Tiger's numerous affairs. Nordegren was humiliated but handled the situation with dignity. She initially tried to save their marriage, but ultimately filed for divorce in 2010, walking away with a $100 million settlement. Since then, she has lived a relatively private life, focusing on raising her children and earning a psychology degree. Meanwhile, Woods struggled with his career and personal issues, including injuries and a DUI arrest. Though he eventually made a legendary comeback in golf, his reputation never fully recovered. 8. Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman. If there was ever a couple defined by chaos, it was Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman. Their relationship was a whirlwind of passion, partying, and unpredictability. The Baywatch actress and the eccentric NBA star met in the late 1990s and quickly became an inseparable pair. In 1998, in what seemed like a spur-of-the-moment decision, they tied the knot in Las Vegas. But just 9 days later, Rodman filed for an annulment, claiming he had been intoxicated during the wedding. Despite this, they attempted to reconcile, only for their relationship to continue in a downward spiral of volatility. By 1999, their marriage was officially over and both moved on. Electra found success in television and modeling, while Rodman continued his wild antics both on and off the basketball court. Looking back, Electra admitted that their relationship was fueled by grief. She had just lost her mother, and Rodman became a distraction from her pain. Though short-lived, their marriage remains one of Hollywood's most infamous unions, proving that sometimes love and chaos don't mix. 9. Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown's relationship was one of Hollywood's most infamous and tragic love stories. When they met at the 1989 Soul Train Music Awards, Houston was already a global superstar, known for her angelic voice and pristine image. Brown, on the other hand, was the bad boy of R&B, famous for his party lifestyle and controversial antics. Despite their differences, they fell deeply in love and married in 1992. For a time, they seemed like an unlikely but passionate pair, even welcoming their daughter, Bobby Christina, in 1993. However, their marriage was anything but stable. Rumors of domestic violence, drug use, and infidelity surrounded them, turning their relationship into a tabloid spectacle. Despite their rocky history, Brown later expressed deep sorrow over Houston's passing, stating that he never stopped loving her. Their relationship remains one of the most cautionary tales of how fame, addiction, and toxic love can create a tragic ending. 10. Mariah Carey and Tommy Mottola. Mariah Carey's marriage to music executive Tommy Mottola was the very definition of a gilded cage. When they met, Carey was a young, aspiring singer, and Mottola was the powerful head of Sony Music, nearly 20 years her senior. He saw potential in Carey, signed her to a deal, and helped catapult her into superstardom. But behind closed doors, their relationship was far from a fairy tale. They married in 1993 in an extravagant fairy tale wedding that looked like a scene out of Cinderella. However, Carey later revealed that Mottola was deeply controlling, dictating every aspect of her life, from the music she made to the clothes she wore. She described their mansion as a prison, where she was constantly monitored and had little personal freedom. Despite the pain, Carey reclaimed her independence and went on to become one of the best-selling female artists of all time. Mottola later admitted that their relationship was problematic, but Carey never looked back, proving that true freedom and success come from breaking away from toxic control. 11. Christie Brinkley and Peter Cook. Christie Brinkley, the stunning supermodel known for her all-American beauty, seemed to have finally found lasting love with architect Peter Cook. But their marriage ended in a humiliating and scandalous fashion when Cook was exposed for having an affair with a teenage assistant. Brinkley and Cook married in 1996 and built a seemingly perfect life together, complete with a beautiful home in the Hamptons and a blended family. However, in 2006, Brinkley's world came crashing down when she discovered that Cook had been carrying on an affair with an 18-year-old girl he had hired as an assistant. Even more shocking, he had reportedly paid her thousands of dollars to keep quiet. In the end, Brinkley won sole custody of their children and moved on with dignity. While Cook continued to make headlines for his bad behavior, Brinkley focused on her career, proving that no matter how painful the betrayal, true grace always wins. 12. Halle Berry and Eric Benét. Halle Berry, one of Hollywood's most celebrated actresses, believed she had found lasting love with R&B singer Eric Benét. The two met in the late 1990s and married in 2001, with Berry deeply in love and ready for her happily ever after. However, their relationship soon unraveled when Benét's infidelity came to light. He later claimed to be a sex addict, checking himself into rehab in an attempt to save their marriage. But for Berry, the damage was already done. After years of struggling with trust issues, she filed for divorce in 2003. Despite the heartbreak, Berry refused to let it define her. She went on to have a successful acting career and became the first Black woman to win the Academy Award for Best Actress. Benét, on the other hand, later admitted that blaming sex addiction was an excuse, and he took responsibility for his actions. Berry's story is one of resilience, showing that even after betrayal, one can rise above and find strength in self-love. 13. Lisa Marie Presley and Michael Jackson. When Lisa Marie Presley, the only child of Elvis Presley, married Michael Jackson in 1994, the world was shocked. Their relationship seemed surreal. Presley, rock and roll royalty, and Jackson, the king of pop. The couple claimed to be deeply in love, but many speculated that the marriage was a PR stunt meant to repair Jackson's image after allegations of inappropriate behavior with children. Presley later revealed that their relationship was deeply complicated. She stated that Jackson was incredibly charming, but also emotionally manipulative, using her as a source of support while battling his own demons. Their marriage lasted only 2 years before they divorced in 1996. Presley admitted in interviews that she struggled to let go of him and tried to help him with his issues, but ultimately, the relationship was unsustainable. Despite their rocky history, Presley remained protective of Jackson's legacy even after his death in 2009, but their love story remains one of Hollywood's most bizarre and controversial marriages. 14. Brooke Mueller and Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen's reputation as Hollywood's ultimate bad boy was only solidified during his marriage to Brooke Mueller. The couple married in 2008 and had twin sons, but their relationship was plagued by drug abuse, domestic violence, and erratic behavior. Sheen was arrested in 2009 for allegedly assaulting Mueller, and their marriage quickly unraveled. What followed was a series of rehab stints, restraining orders, and legal battles for custody of their children. Both struggled with substance abuse, creating a toxic environment for their family. Their divorce was finalized in 2011, but their battles continued for years. At one point, their children were placed in the custody of Sheen's ex-wife, Denise Richards, because neither parent was deemed fit to care for them. This relationship was a cautionary tale of how addiction and fame can create a disastrous marriage. 15. Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher. When Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher first got together, their 15-year age gap raised eyebrows, but they seemed genuinely happy. Moore, already an established Hollywood star, and Kutcher, a rising comedic actor, often gushed about each other in interviews. However, as the years went on, rumors of Kutcher's infidelity began to surface. In 2011, it was revealed that he had cheated on Moore multiple times, including on their anniversary. The humiliation and betrayal took a heavy toll on Moore, who later admitted that she struggled with self-esteem and turned to unhealthy coping mechanisms. They officially divorced in 2013, and while Kutcher moved on and started a family with Mila Kunis, Moore has been open about the emotional scars left by their relationship. Her memoir, Inside Out, detailed how devastating the experience was, but she eventually found healing through self-reflection and personal growth. 16. Paul McCartney and Heather Mills. Sir Paul McCartney, one of the most beloved musicians of all time, thought he had found love again with former model Heather Mills after losing his first wife, Linda, to cancer. They married in 2002, but their relationship quickly turned into one of the most bitter and expensive divorces in celebrity history. Mills was widely perceived as manipulative, and when their marriage ended in 2006, she demanded an outrageous settlement. Their divorce battle was nasty, with Mills accusing McCartney of being abusive, a claim that was widely dismissed. In the end, she walked away with nearly $50 million, but her reputation was severely damaged. McCartney, meanwhile, moved on with dignity, later marrying Nancy Shevell, who has been by his side ever since. 17. Gabor and Frederik Prins von Anhalt. Gabor, known for her many marriages, was married to Frederik Prins von Anhalt from 1986 until her death in 2016. However, their relationship was marred by scandal and bizarre claims. Von Anhalt was accused of exploiting Gabor's fame and finances, even selling fake royal titles to wealthy individuals. He also made the outrageous claim that he was the father of Anna Nicole Smith's daughter, though this was proven false. Gabor, who was elderly and in declining health, was often kept away from family and friends, leading to suspicions about Von Anhalt's true intentions. Their marriage remains one of Hollywood's strangest unions, with many believing Gabor was merely a pawn in his quest for power and attention. 18. Robert Kardashian and Kris Jenner. Before Kris Jenner became the matriarch of the Kardashian empire, she was married to attorney Robert Kardashian, best known for his role in the O.J. Simpson trial. Their marriage, which lasted from 1978 to 1991, ended in divorce after Kris admitted to cheating on Robert. Though their split was painful, they remained close for the sake of their children, Kourtney, Kim, Khloe, and Rob. Kris later married Bruce, now Caitlyn Jenner, and her reality TV empire took off. Despite their rocky history, Robert remained supportive of his family until his death in 2003. Kris has since admitted that her affair was one of her biggest regrets, acknowledging the pain it caused her ex-husband and children. 19. Bethenny Frankel and Jason Hoppy. Reality TV star Bethenny Frankel seemed to have it all: success, fame, and a fairy tale wedding to Jason Hoppy in 2010. However, their marriage quickly crumbled, leading to one of the most toxic divorces in Real Housewives history. Their split turned into a nightmare, with Hoppy allegedly harassing Frankel and dragging out their legal battles for years. The custody fight over their daughter was particularly vicious, with both sides making damaging claims against each other. Frankel eventually found happiness again with a new fiancé, but her experience with Hoppy remains a cautionary tale about how love can quickly turn into war. 20. Anne Hathaway and Raffaello Follieri. Anne Hathaway's relationship with Raffaello Follieri seemed like a dream come true. He was a charming Italian businessman, and she was a rising Hollywood star. However, in 2008, everything came crashing down when Follieri was exposed as a con artist who scammed investors out of millions by falsely claiming ties to the Vatican. Hathaway was devastated when he was arrested for fraud, and though she was never implicated, the scandal left a lasting impact on her. She quickly distanced herself from him and eventually found happiness with actor and businessman Adam Schulman. Her story serves as a reminder that sometimes the people we love are not who they claim to be. At the end of the day, true love should uplift, not destroy. And as these Hollywood stars have shown, sometimes the bravest decision is choosing yourself over a bad relationship. If you found this article interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the dramatic, shocking, and inspiring stories from the world of entertainment. Stay tuned for more celebrity insights and behind-the-scenes Hollywood truths.